Hi everyone, it's Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel, A Little Bit French. And today I'll share with you a already spoken for journal that I made. She wanted a antique French document journal, and I don't make these very often, and I was planning on making one anyway, so her timing couldn't have been more perfect. So I created one for her, and she asked that I share it. She wanted it shared. I'll unwrap it here. I've used a lot of vintage and antique laces. Let's see if I can get this undone. Okay, there we go. It's kind of hard to fit it all in screen, so I'm going to turn it a little sideways. But she's covered in lace and trims. And then when you open it up, this side tuck here is a little pocket in front, and I created a little lace sample booklet for her. I thought it turned out pretty nice. And there's room for her to add her favorite trims in. And so that's in here. Everything in this journal is original. Everything is pretty much, actually this opens up, I forgot, so she can write in there if she wants. So everything is original. There's no digitals in this one. And I loved how this turned out. This is a fabric piece, and I just added it onto the lace. That kind of stuck. Sorry about that. And then this is a very, very deep pocket. And then here is just a blank writing spot. I've added a little something to each page to encourage writing or clipping of photos. Let's get that in there. And then I thought this looked really nice, the purple flower die cut and the purple handwriting here, this French document. And then this is just a little piece of ephemera, original ephemera, but it's, oh no, there is a letter on this side. It's just folded up. And then this pocket side tuck rather holds an original postcard from France. And from Angie, one of the tissue letters, I added a die cut on there. And here's the center. And then in this side, lace tuck, it's just a book page with some trims. She's got quite a load, doesn't she? And then here is another little folder and original photos in here, French photos. I think when I created this, I wanted it to be like a memory book or a scrapbook. That's what these remind me of. Hope you can see it all in screen. I think this is the last piece of this lace flower. I just love it. And then here is another little booklet, book page in there. And I just rubber stamped some of my rubber stamps in here. So each page has a different rubber stamp. And then on this side tuck is an original French photo. Some pressed flowers. And it too is a folder. And it holds some ephemera in here. Several pieces of original ephemera. Some are letters, some are book pages. This one turned out nice. I like this one. And then you have this couple. And then this is a original French receipt. And I attached another original French photo. And this is just some ephemera in here. Another French postcard, 1918. And that's the long, tall version. And then she also requested a smaller journal. So this one was made last. And it's inside the front pocket is an original photo. I did a little bit of lace and trim. And then you untie it. Well, there we go. And this is the same. This is the 6-inch version of an antique French document journal that I make. That fell out. This is an original holy card. And then in this belly band here is another folder with some trim in it and a book page. And then this is like a little tiny pocket. And this opens up for a place to write or store things. And then this little side corner tuck is from, in Brinfield, I found a lady that had beautiful hankies, and they were not inexpensive, but I just had to have them. They're just beautiful. So I used a piece of that. And then here is another letter folded up in here. And here's a little booklet I made in this tuck. It's just lace, like lace pages. An original photo from France. And then here's like a reverse L-shaped tuck. And I added a book page and a little bit of ledger with some trims, floral trims. Let's see if I can get that in. When you're on camera, it doesn't work as well as when you're just doing it sitting in here. I'll just leave that out for now. And then there's a little girl with her doll. And then in this pocket, it's just a little blank booklet. made with antique French ledger on the cover. And then this page just has a tag with some trim. This one is the same, some trim there. More little sample. And I just love this pocket. It just fit perfectly. And inside are some very beautiful religious sheets, book pages that fit in there. And then that is the smaller one. I hope you enjoyed that flip through, and I will be back soon. I have a lot of other projects that I've started, and I hope you found some inspiration today. And I will be back soon. Bye-bye.